whatever. Ah, the guy's shield tank is down again.
Oh, and then you moved it away from the corner.
Down again.
Then you moved it away from the corner. You get your team is getting too aggressive. Your team needs to wait for the red team to make mistakes as you hold the cart. Like, what are you doing right now? You're moving up with no shield cooldown right now.
What was that?
Honestly, your Winston is baiting you into moving up like this, but Winston has mobility. You do not. Oh man. Number one tip for you is attach your shields to terrain.
Yeah, Widow's getting rest.
That halt was completely useless. I don't know what you're trying to accomplish there. Imagine if you had halt right now. They have no Rhine barrier.
Yeah, Widow's getting rest.
Let's see. Let's look at Zarya's barriers. Zarya has no barrier, and they have no Rhine barrier. You could have halted right here. You could have halted all of them back into your team.
One up top.
Nice, good kill, good kill.
Widow's one again.
Zarya, she didn't get away, but not because you did anything there. You pressured the shield, which was good. That was the best thing you did here.
Widow's one.
But your shield placement is lacking. You halted for no reason when there was an opportunity for halt to come up.
Again. Mercy's Discord.
I'm on. She's just gonna fall. Yep, cool. God, nice.
Yo, I just. Oh my god, that Widow has to be mad.
Hoboken PlayStation 4, thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the stream.
Downstairs.
You can't damage the Winston through that door, so don't even bother. Don't even bother.
Spawn, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, you're so close to attaching it to terrain. You're so close, but you're not there.
Holy shit.
Also remember, Orisa is not a hero that wants to be in the face of her enemies. She wants to be at a distance. So you're really playing Orisa in this defense incorrectly, in my opinion. You want to be on the high ground. You want to be at that first corner under the bridge. Any one of those is better than where you're holding now, because what's going to happen with this barrier is the red team is just going to waltz through the barrier and smash your team, assuming they have like even if they had an earth shatter, they're going to walk through that barrier and earth shatter your team. Nice. I'm glad. I like the adjustment in the aim to not hit the Zarya barrier. That tiny thing right there. That is good. That's a good habit. Place a new barrier though. Look at that. What did I say, chat? I said he is going to walk through the shield and earth shatter. What happened? He walked through the shield and earth shattered.
No.
You deserve to die for this.
Oh, man.
Yep, you deserve that. You 1000% deserve that. You had a new shield you didn't even place. Let's see here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Right here, you needed to place a new shield. Right at this exact moment. You had the cooldown. You had time. You definitely had time.
Bastion's Discord. We were coming back. Yo, Winston, peek. Yo, Winston.
Alright.
I'm coming back right now.
Attach it to terrain. I know, and a lot of these shields are not attaching to terrain. It won't make like a huge difference, but it's a good habit to have. Also, if you attach it to terrain, you can then put your supercharger against this wall, and the angle of attack for them is like super hard for them to hit the supercharger. But since there's this gap here, they can attack the supercharger from that angle. But you should have put it over here.
Yo, Winston, peek. Oh,
Yeah, supercharger placement was lacking. Fortify. Yep. Pull him away. Yep, there you go. That was a great halt. Yeah.
I just got there.
Yeah.
You didn't play that. You didn't play that well, but it wasn't the worst. Your halt was good. Your fortify was good. Your shield and your supercharger were lacking.
Mercy's Discord. 1. Winston, go get them.
You got it. They have... Guys, come group up at the truck. Come back. Come in.
All right. Again, the same comment. It's not attached to the cover.
How'd you get out of there, Mercy? What?
flew to you.
That's insane though. They didn't.
You don't have to fortify your fire strike. That is not worth. Fire strike is not worth fortify. Just eat the 100 damage and someone will heal you.
That's insane though. They didn't kill you.
I know.
That was a really bad halt. They're gonna grab in your face. You can just tell right now. This was a really bad halt. It's not doing anything.
I know.
Back up, back up.
I trans.
Imagine if you still had halt.
I know.
You could have, when the Zarya barrier dissipates, you could have pulled that Zarya into your team. On the flip side, your fortify managed to work out because the red team didn't punish you for this halt. If I was the red team, I'd be like, oh, okay, she used fortify. Oh my god, in this snippet, I've said fortify and halt. I have a bad habit of like switching those two. Okay, your halt was useless. You could have halted the Zarya into your team. You fortified early versus the fire strike, and their red team, they are not punishing your fortify usage by waiting for it to be on cooldown, but they are punishing your barrier usage because you're placing it too close to the enemy team.
I know.
Back up, back up.
Yes, it's attached to the corner. Huzzah! That's a good barrier.
I trans.
Back up, back up.
Pressuring the Rhine shield, you're also doing a really good job of that.
Behind the shield.
Get behind the shield. Yes, that's correct. Get behind the shield. Team. Ah, unlucky. But here's the thing. This is where your shield should have been in the first place. All right. Halt this dude over here. Halt him over here. I see you firing halt. You're firing it right at him, though. Halt over to the side. No! What does that even do? Right, look at the street right here. Look how far away he is from cover. If you halt him over here, or even over here if you're kind of nervous about landing the tether, but you halted him nowhere. You halted him absolutely nowhere. And look at this Anna, right? You broke the shield and exposed the Anna. You could halt the Anna into the open. Ooh. Oh my god, thank your healers. Your Zen is covering you so hard.
Thank you.
Oh, he even said thank you. Good job thanking your healers.
He's Discord.
Shield, bro. Place a shield, though. Ah, you're lucky the Diva covered for that. You're so lucky Diva covered for
They
that.
almost C9. They almost C9. Did you see that?
Shield, new shield. Replace. Look down. And, there you go. You almost pulled them onto the pulse bomb, almost. But what this halt is still accomplishing is these red team members are red enemies, excuse me, are using the payload as cover, and this halt is saying no, you don't get to use it as cover. Now the placement could be better. You could place it a little farther, but it's still the right idea. Yeah, there you go. You see how powerful you can be when you have that terrain, you have those cooldowns?
Curious to see who got played, because there was a lot of pop-off moments. Yeah, let's go.
Oh, the spam.
All right. So, positioning and shield usage kind of go hand in hand. Your positioning needs some work. It's not bad, but you need to realize that Orisa is a character that plays at a distance from the enemy team. And the way that you contest the payload is you play at a distance, use your advantage, use the pressure you create from a distance, diminish the enemy's resources, win the fight, and then the payload will roll back, and then you have won the fight and the payload will cease to be. Now, of course, there are times when Orisa has to be in close range, and in those times, you need really good shields, really good halts, really good fortifiers to be effective at those distances. So your positioning, you need to play a little farther back, a little more often. You need to rotate more, especially on defense. Your shields need to attach to terrain way more. Your halt usage is like a mixed bag. You had a lot of really good halts and a lot of really lacking halts. So if you can just really focus on the good halts and say like this is what makes a good halt and this is what makes a bad halt, and realize that in your games you can really your halt's quality will just go even higher than it is now. Fortify usage was pretty good. You got a little antsy with it a few times, like, oh, I took 50, 100 damage and you fortified. That's not bad, but really, use it for when you're like really, like they're going to kill you, is when you want to fortify. Alright, target selection was pretty good for the most part. I didn't really see anything jump out at me as like bad target selection. Positioning, reload. Your reloading was actually really good. I rarely say this, but there's a couple times you should have reloaded when you didn't, but that it wasn't too common. Just watch out for that. Reloading, target selection, positioning, ability usage. We talked about your abilities already. Your ultimate usage. Your ultimate usage wasn't bad either, but because of your kind of awkward positioning, your supercharges were in awkward places also. You want to really place them in ways that makes it hard for the enemy to get to them. Combine that with the shield hugging the terrain and makes it near impossible for the enemy team to get easily unless they have like a Pharah or something. Positioning, reload, discipline, target selection. I think that's everything. I think that covers all of my notes for your gameplay. You're in a good spot right now. And I'm glad you submitted this review, because I hope I highlighted all the little nuances that you did really badly, and then you can kind of clean those out of your gameplay, and then you'll be a very, very solid Orisa player. Alright guys, that's it for me. Hope this was helpful. Thank you for watching. If you like this video and you found it helpful, consider giving the video a like and subscribing, and share it with your friends that play Orisa. Hopefully it can help them as well. You can check out all my other Orisa guides, Orisa VOD reviews, Zarya content as well on my YouTube channel. You can also join when I do these reviews live on Twitch, and you can watch me review Orisa Zarya gameplay live. And if you want any inclination any that's happening, I do announce new content, streams, etc. on Twitter and Discord. All those links will be in the description, guys, as well as how to submit VOD reviews. That's also in the description. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope it was helpful, and as always, have a good one. Thanks for sticking around till the end of the video. Check out these two other videos on the left hand side, and be sure to subscribe by clicking that button on the right. If you like all of this stuff, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, Discord, and of course YouTube. All the links will be in the description below. Again, thanks so much for watching, guys, and have a good one.